10 to 15.
Thank you.
Evening. How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Very good. How many of you believe that all of you are leaders? Raise your hands, please. How many of you believe that leadership is an important aspect in our everyday lives? Raise your hands. In fact, say aye.
Aye.
Here we go. So, as Keith mentioned, Mr. Toastmaster, thank you very much for that good introduction. I want to start off by saying, giving context as to the leadership excellence series that I've chosen to speak on today. My dad, who's a cool dad, think of the 10 coolest people that you know. Put them all together and you get him. He said to me at a very young age that everything rises and falls on leadership. You cannot have a good government without strong leadership. And if you're South African, you know this. You cannot have a great organization without strong leadership. You cannot have a good religious organization. You cannot have a good Toastmasters club. In fact, you cannot have a good life or build a great marriage or family without strong leadership, because everything rises and falls on leadership. And I looked at this project and it resonated with me because I'm big on this topic of leadership. And when I was 18, when I was elected as prefect, I didn't know what exactly it is that I had to do. So my dad, who was a cool dad, decided to get me this book by John C. Maxwell titled The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Follow them and people will follow you. And in this journey of being a leader, because you can only be a leader if you are going somewhere and if people are following you. Because if you are going somewhere by yourself, all that you're doing is simply taking a walk. So in this Leadership Excellence lecture, I would like to talk about the importance of developing a mission. Everybody say mission.
Mission.
So a mission is something like your guidance system. Jim Rohn called it your own personal philosophy. It guides you, and I can call it to tell you what your beliefs are, what your goals are, and what your day-to-day activities are going to be. As an organization, it will determine what products and services that you're going to create for your clients, and also how you are going to service those clients. And every single great person, family, government, organization has a strong sense of mission. Everybody say mission.
Mission.
So, just to give you a few examples of great organizations out there that have a clearly defined mission. Nike, everybody here should know Nike. When I think of running shoes, they are the very first people that come to mind. And Nike's mission statement is to bring inspiration and innovation to every athlete in the world. If you have a body, you are an athlete. Zandri, you have a body, you're an athlete. Microsoft, which is, I'm sure everybody here has heard of Microsoft, one of the world's most valuable companies. If you haven't heard of Microsoft, we can talk after this. So Microsoft's mission statement is, at Microsoft, our mission and values are to help people and businesses throughout the world realize their full potential. So if Nike has a mission statement and Microsoft has a strong mission statement, who are we as individuals or as Toastmasters to not have a mission statement? And the next mission statement I'm about to show you is the greatest organization ever, like ever. Like if you haven't heard of this organization, I don't know, you will. You're going to be educated today. And that is the Toastmasters Club mission. So the Toastmasters Club mission, for our guests and for our joiners who have not been exposed to the Toastmasters Club mission, is the mission of a Toastmasters Club is to provide a mutually supportive, positive learning environment in which every individual has the opportunity to develop oral communication and leadership skills, which in turn foster self-confidence and personal growth. Liz? Self-confidence and personal growth. So those are some examples of mission statements, and at the end of this, hopefully you will be able to go out and create your own mission statement with some of the ideas that have been communicated to you today. So there's a difference between a mission and a vision. So if I want to just display the differences between the two, I'll go in terms of the why and the how. The why is your cause, your purpose, your belief, or the reason that you exist, and that is a vision that is more far off. A mission is more in detail, details more how you're going to achieve that vision. And a vision, as I said, is a far-off mental picture. It is something that is not as concrete as a mission, whereas a mission will be more practical in terms of the steps it puts together for you to go and achieve that vision. So what is a mission statement? I have a good friend of mine who is an architect, and she said to me that before you build any building, you're going to have to lay down a strong foundation. The deeper the foundation, the stronger the building is going to be, and the much higher the building can rise. So that is what a mission statement is. It is a foundation for your organization. It is a foundation for your family. It is a foundation for your team. It is a foundation for your life. So that is what a mission statement is. And it explains, as I said before, the purpose of your organization. Why does it exist? No organization exists without a mission, because if it doesn't have a mission, then you cannot clearly articulate why it is that it exists. And also daily, how it goes about servicing its clients. I'll give you another illustration about the importance of a mission. Let's take a ship, right? And on it, we have a good crew. We have a good navigation system. And we set the sails and we say in detail where is that it's going to go. I think that we can all agree that 9 times out of 10 it is going to reach its destination. However, let's take the same ship, let's give it no guidance, let's give it no crew, and let's just hope that it's just going to go wherever it's going to go. I think we can agree that it will hardly leave the harbor. If it does leave the harbor, it's not going to get to where it needs to get to. So a mission details the purpose of the organization. Everybody say mission.
Mission.
So it describes what your primary activities are going to be, what your products and services are. As Toastmasters, what is our product and service? Anybody?
Speaking.
Speaking and leadership. That's detailed back in the mission statements. And Nike, they've got their running shoes. They've got the ties for the athletes. That's the products and the services. And it also details how you're going to be different from your competitors. What is that unique selling proposition? That is what the mission statement will help to articulate. And also, what is your overall strategy for long-term success? And it also gives you a benchmark for you to measure your success. What is your level of excellence that you want to reach? There's a hotel chain, the name escapes me in the United States, where the spokesperson said that our level of excellence is not for us to please the customers or have them come back, but rather our mission is for us to amaze them. So in that statement, she has set a level of excellence. Say to the person next to you, set a level of excellence. So I want to tell you what a mission is not. A mission is not detailed to the nth granular level. That is for like we said, the mission is just a foundation. It is not a 100% detailed, because if you're going to go out set out to create a mission statement that is detailed from the outset, then you're going to be stifling and limiting your sense of creativity. So a mission is not detailed. That's where the strategy, and that's for different educational series. But for now, all you need to know is that a mission is not detailed. And also, it's not narrow in its scope, because if you're going to have tunnel vision when you are creating a mission, then you're going to kind of limit the scope for what you are aiming to achieve. So a mission statement is more general than a strategy. So what are some of the characteristics of a mission statement? So We detail the competitive environment. Who are your competitors in your arena? And how many resources are going to be allocated to your mission? And how many team members are going to be needed or necessary for that? So now, the most important step, rather than you knowing how to create a mission statement, is actually you going out and actually doing it. So how are we going to go away and create this mission statement? Brainstorming is a technique where you get a group together and you can put out a flip chart, pens, papers, and then you all can brainstorm what your mission statement is going to be. Most mission statements are hardly created in isolation because they are going to be, as we said, they're going to be narrow, and they're not going to be general enough, and they're not going to have that richness that we get when you collaborate. So when you're creating your own mission statement, here are a couple of things for you to take into consideration. Your values. What is it that you value the most? What are the things that you believe in? What are those deep convictions? And also, what are some of your goals, the things that you aim to achieve? The top 5% of people in this world, done the research, I'll send it to you later, is that the difference between the top 5% and the bottom 95% comes down to this one aspect in their life, which is the ability to set a clear goal. That's for another educational later on. And then once you've written down your belief, your goal, your value, you sit down and you prioritize them. In the book, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, one of my favorite laws is called the law of priorities. If you don't fill your life with high priority things, then they're going to be overtaken by low priority activities. So once you've written down your values, your beliefs, your goals, set a priority to them. Then a mission statement, because things change over time, it is not created once off. It's first you create the first draft, and then you go and create another iteration after another iteration until you get one that you can all agree with that is quite solid. So once you've done with the mission statement, now you ask yourself a couple of questions. Remember we said, when you're creating a mission statement, you write down your beliefs, your goals, and your values. Ask yourself, does the mission statement really reach that? And also, does it portray the goals of the organization? Ask yourself honestly. And does the mission cause those involved in the organization to positively act? Because we can all agree that if the work that you're not doing is positive, it's not going to last for a very long time. Next, as Toastmasters, our unique selling proposition, our competitive advantage is the ability to communicate, which is the most important skill that you can ever learn in life. So it doesn't matter, no matter how good your vision is, no matter how good the mission statement is, if it's not communicated, it's not going to reach the goal for which it was intended. So one thing you have to do is put it down in writing. And then we at Toastmasters are going to talk it. Some are going to be better talking than others. But the best thing for you to communicate is to talk about your mission statement all the time, because what you focus on is something that you move towards. And then also explain the benefits. In the book, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, there's a law of the buy-in, the law of the buy-in. If you don't get the people in the organization to buy into the vision and the mission, then it's going to be very difficult for you to live out that mission. So the best way you can get buy-in is to explain the benefits to the people in the organization. And then also be enthusiastic, be excited about the mission. Okay, so raise your hand if you're going to be gravitate to a person that excites you. Raise your hand, please. Yes. So that proves the point that I have an Apple iPhone. I'm excited about Apple. I'm not particularly sure if I like Apple, or maybe it is that I love the spirit of Steve Jobs so much, but I'm excited, and all the Apple fans out there, they love the Apple brand. They're excited by the vision and the mission. And so that's the type of mission that you will want to aim to create. And also describe how specific activities will achieve the mission. For example, here at Toastmasters, if our mission is to create better speakers, we must detail what it is that we're going to do to create better speakers. Are we going to have speaker-thons? Are we going to have evaluations? Are we going to have club competitions and the like? So as I move on to the conclusion, a mission statement is not set in stone the first time it is written down, because times change all the time. There is a saying that says, the more things change, the more they stay the same, right? Not really. The more things change, I say, the more things change, the faster they change. So now that we're in an environment that's constantly changing, we all have to be able to go through our mission statement and revisit it and look at it once again over and over. So that is the importance of developing a mission, the importance of being a leader, and the most important thing is to put this into action. So you might, in your own time, go up and create your own mission statement for your own life, for your own family, your own organization, because creating a mission is the only way that you will become a better leader. Thank you very much.